tricky legal questions as to even which is the right law or regulation to apply.
But it's not that Ethereum or Ripple or anything else is trying to replace the US dollar. It's trying to replace a system of transmitting value.
What's your opinion about cryptocurrencies? Thank you.
There is an evolution that is underway. If you look at, if you think about how you pay many things, the media on which our currency travels, but also the infrastructure payment, so that we are not at the mercy of anyone who suddenly says, you're not going to use my infrastructure anymore.
Get back on stream. So I'm hoping for a better environment, but I don't think it's going to come as fast and easy as we were hoping that it would be this summer.
Without having a third-party intermediary, or better yet, not having the government in between our transaction, Tony?
Why Ripple? Why are you at a Ripple event specifically?
For our stablecoin project, we are partnered with Ripple, who is helping us develop
Universe of use cases that can be built off the XRP ledger.
A digital asset ecosystem needs a medium of exchange to facilitate transactions.
Whatever 1% of the world's assets are digital and 99% are still analog. So there's still a lot of work that has to be done to bridge that gap.
The future generation of currency. So that is my other job.
I'm Rosie Rios, former Treasurer of the United States and current board member of Ripple.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP army.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. We got a Black Friday special today. Shout out to the latest sub, John Simmons in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, smashing them likies, stuffing some bags.
XRP.
Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades, buckle up, because the future's extra bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.49 trillion, up almost 1.4% in the past 24 hours. We got the total trading volume in the last day right around 93 billion. We got XRP in that number 5 spot, right around 62 cents, up 0.2 in the past 24. We got Stellar XLM in the number 25 spot, right around 12 cents. BTC creeping up to 38K. We got ETH right above 2,000. We got XDC right beneath a nickel. Flare Networks right around a penny. Songbird 0.00404. We got a couple Black Friday specials going on right now for all the Rich Duck coin holders out there. Now minting over on xrp.com. We got the rest of the Rich Ducks. About 2,400 left. 5,000 Rich Duck coins per mint. Links down below. Check out the Rich Ducks collection over on xrp.com. Once again, now minting for 5,000 Rich Duck coins. For all you RDC holders out there, happy minting. Also, the Ghost Fam NFTs still around 50% minted. Also, we got another one here from Expector. Now is the best time to secure your land before minting and land picking. Save 50% on the Expector World Land Black Friday sale with the Expector coin. Save 50%. Got a tweet from R3 to kick things off. 2023 has been a major breakthrough year for the asset tokenization space. Blockchain and Corda are already being used by the global blue chip institutions to enhance efficiencies, and many are already seeing results. Wait till they get a HODL. That HODL. Got the Digital Pound Foundation, talks about the potential of a global financial market and how the legal frameworks across jurisdictions might affect it.
We are seeing the legal and regulatory frameworks starting to catch up, and a lot of progress has been made in certain areas, in certain jurisdictions. I think as a big picture comment as well, actually the inherently global or cross-border nature of a lot of this activity, to go back to Lee's point, sort of, opening this up with global reach rather than markets necessarily being, an exchange in one particular jurisdiction, also raises a lot of tricky legal questions as to even which is the right law or regulation to apply.
We got Christine Lagarde. About 200 young people across Europe are in Frankfurt for Euro's 20 plus event. She said she was delighted to answer questions on the economy and inflation. Christine Lagarde. The financial pipelines are being upgraded to a new standard. XRP, the Internet of Value. We got XRP Daily, Brian Brooks, managing partner of Valor Capital Group. It's not that Ripple is trying to replace the US dollar, it's trying to replace the system transmitting value.
So the point that I always try and tell people is, the biggest issue that I always try and focus on is cryptocurrencies are really not about currency. And the biggest misunderstanding of this whole discussion is the belief that if crypto is not doing a great job of replacing the US dollar, then crypto is failing in its mission. And what I think we'll talk about a little bit today is the idea that most of crypto is about replacing the centralized banking system with networks that allow user control versus bank CEO control. The crypto assets that have prices are more like internet stocks. It's more like you bet on Google if you think there's going to be high internet traffic, and you short Google if you think people are going to go back to the post office, right? But it's not that Ethereum or Ripple or anything else is trying to replace the US dollar. It's trying to replace a system of transmitting value. And we'll talk a lot more about that. So for me, the prices are not that relevant any more than Google's volatility is. And in the early days of Google, that was super volatile.
Financial pipelines are being upgraded. Welcome to the Internet of Value. We got Riz XRP. Listen, transparency is our friend.
Hello, I'm Vincent. What's your opinion about cryptocurrencies? Thank you.
What we have seen in the last 9 months or so with Terra, with Luna, with FTX, with now Binance, I think proves the point that cryptos are a highly speculative asset that people may want to invest if they're prepared to lose it all, but can also be used as a very evil device to pay for and account for transactions that are otherwise criminally sanctioned and not acceptable. So I have, as you can tell, a very low opinion of cryptos. I'm also concerned about the level of bias and sometimes expression of hatred that is associated with the crypto community. People are free to, invest their money where they want. People are free to speculate as much as they want. People should not be free to participate in criminally sanctioned trade and businesses. And they should not be insulting those who actually argue this. Now, I know I'm looking at my communication director. He knows that in the next 3 hours, I will be bombarded with horrible and nasty X/tweets and other things. But I still believe what I just said about crypto.
And it's not the Bitcoins of the world, XRPs, clearly shaking the system.
We got another one from Riz XRP, Christine Lagarde, and evolution is on the way. It's already here.
There is an evolution that is underway. If you look at, if you think about how you pay many things, it doesn't involve coins or banknotes. You will use your phone, you will use electronically supported devices, and you will use a payment infrastructure that helps you move your money around when you want to buy something. So we have to prepare for that future. And we have to, be sovereign in that respect as well, which is why we should continue to develop and eventually launch, if it is the decision of the Governing Council, a digital euro, which will be a digital version of cash, so that we can be the master of our destiny, both in terms of the media on which our currency travels, but also the infrastructure payment, so that we are not at the mercy of anyone who suddenly says, you're not going to use my infrastructure anymore. I'm not sending you any gas. Remember? Does that mean that banknotes will go away? No, because there are people, and maybe some of you in the room, who are quite happy to have a banknote in their pocket, and there is no reason why it should go away. But I don't want to lead an institution where eventually in a few years' time, people will turn around and say, what have you been doing? We are now under attack by other currencies that are invading our space, and we are at the mercy of somebody else, including possibly tech companies, that will actually manage all that. Thank you very much. I don't want to do that.
Are you prepared for the greatest transformation of wealth, the transformation of all value? XRP, the XRP ledger, the most robust, secure, immutable, permissionless, distributed ledger technologies. Know what you hold? We got one from Crypto Eddie, all the private fintech companies, unicorns that were waiting in the wings to go public. That time frame to IPO got pushed back a little bit, quite a bit.
We are still significantly down in the public markets in the fintech space. The fintech index of the top 55 publicly held fintech companies, down 60%.
What about the crypto space and digital assets more broadly?
Yeah, absolutely, Jill. In fact, you could see, you can walk the hallways here, you've got Circle and Ripple and, big boots by big companies. So the fact that the best known fintech name in the public market is still down significantly, and it's an all-time low from the last 3 years, is not a good sign for the market, right? All the private fintech companies, the unicorns that were waiting in the wings to go public, that time frame tends to be pushed back a little bit, quite a bit. Stripe in the private market, right? Bellwether name in the private market. We saw some private shares being traded in the secondary market for Stripe at $24 a share. They were trading at $70 a share literally a year and a half ago. That means the value of Stripe is down from $155 billion to about $45 billion in a period of 2-3 years. Block is down like 32% year to date, 55% down from its highs in the summer. It's the lowest point the stock has been in the last 4 years. So we need some meaningful names that are late stage unicorns in the private market filing for an IPO. That'll catapult everything else in the private market to actually, get back on stream. So I'm hoping for a better environment, but I don't think it's going to come as fast and easy as we were hoping that it would be this summer.
Institutions, the big boys are waiting, the unicorns, the private fintech companies waiting in the wings, coming in to pump our bags up. Pump our bags up. We got one from Tony Edward, Thinking Crypto Podcast. Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren cannot stop what's coming. They know what's coming. We know what's coming. They can't stop it.
It seems like Gary Gensler, he has Elizabeth Warren behind him. How can we slow Elizabeth Warren down? Because she seems to be the one empowering Gary Gensler.
If the Chinese government cannot shut down crypto completely, I guarantee you that in this country, Elizabeth Warren's not going to be able to do it, and neither is Gary Gensler. Now, we're at another growth point with digital assets, and I can understand how this is very concerning to them, because this goes right at their power. If you and I, if Tony and Tom can do business together directly without having a third-party intermediary, or better yet, not having the government in between our transaction, Tony, we're going to be empowered to do what is best for us without regard to what the government might want us to do. That's the way it should be working. Unfortunately, Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler in that world lose a lot of their power. And I think that's why they're struggling so hard to stop.
XRP Ledger, the permissionless bridge, the first decentralized DEX of its kind. XRP, the one true killer app. We got one from XRP drops Ripple swell 2023 Palau Stablecoin project Minister of Finance.
Amazing. And why Ripple? Why are you at a Ripple event specifically?
For our stablecoin project, we are partnered with Ripple, who is helping us develop a stablecoin for use in our country.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Palau is a small Pacific island, and that is now trying to incorporate blockchain technology into their financial system. So why turn to blockchain, and why build a stablecoin?
The initiative that we have is really a larger picture of using technology to address some of the challenges that islands typically face. And our president has the foresight to prioritize fintech initiatives to solve some of these problems. We recently installed a high-speed fiber optic submarine cable to the country. So we have very fast internet speeds. But once you have that, you need to find a way to use that to your advantage and find a way to pay for that kind of infrastructure. One of the things that we suffer from in the islands is to be able to easily make payments because we often live in remote places amongst the islands. It's not always easy to go to an ATM. We don't have other services that you find in more developed markets, like PayPal or things that make it easier to make a payment. So our solution that we identified was to use blockchain technology, including a stablecoin, to solve that problem.
They're using the XRP Ledger, built for payments, built for utility, built to send value all around the world, 24/7, 365. Meanwhile, while the partnerships continue to pile up, the 1% diamond hands got their eyes on the prize and know what they're holding, the chosen one. We got one from Expector. There's an enormous new universe of use cases that can be built once you use Hooks, Evernode co-founder.
The reason we need Hooks, we use it to do three things. The first thing we use it for is to run the treasury of Evers, and it's a really good use case for Hooks. We create a token on the ledger, we black hole the account from which the token's been created, we put all the tokens inside an account with a hook installed, and now that hook regulates the way in which the Evers are distributed. That means effectively you get a counterparty free asset out of what would otherwise be an IOU issued on the ledger, in the same way that you can do that with ERC20 tokens on Ethereum, etc. So there's an enormous new universe of use cases that can be built off the XRP ledger code base once you use Hooks. because without hooks, every token that you create on the XRP ledger is hopelessly centralized. Now, there are some businesses where that works, but there's many in this space where it doesn't work. So what we get out of hooks is the treasury is controlled by the ledger. It's controlled by Zahao. It's not controlled by Scott Chamberlain or Richard Holland or a couple of our mates. And that's fantastic.
We got one from Mr. Man. XRP, a digital asset ecosystem, needs a medium of exchange. XRP, the bridge.
A digital asset ecosystem needs a medium of exchange to facilitate transactions. The three popular candidates are stablecoins, cryptocurrencies, and central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. How does MAS view each of them? What's our position on each of them? MAS regards cryptocurrencies as unsuitable for use as money and as highly hazardous for retail investors. Cryptocurrencies lack the three fundamental qualities of money: medium of exchange, store of value, unit of account. And as I mentioned earlier on, cryptocurrencies serve a useful function within a blockchain network to reward the participants who help to validate and maintain the record of transactions on the distributed ledger. But outside a blockchain network, cryptocurrencies do not serve a useful function, except, unfortunately, in many cases, as a vehicle for speculation.
Got another one from Mr. Man. The 1% of this world are already set up with blockchains and the digital infrastructure.
It's still a pretty wide gulf, and it's sort of like there's a world that was pre all of the developments with, the cloud, etc. And then there's the post world, and post world is pretty rapidly adopting these, but the rest of the world is not moving to that very quickly. So, one part of our business model actually is that the technology we develop for our business, we also license to others. So we license to other financial institutions. So all sorts of things that we build in our business, we will actually license and offer to other companies. And it's still really hard. The adoption is still really slow, and it's really hard. And I think it'll pick up. I think things will go more rapidly. Whatever 1% of the world's assets are digital and 99% are still analog. So there's still a lot of work that has to be done to bridge that gap. But it has been probably slower than I would have thought.
In the blink of an eye, overnight. Are you prepared? Bags packed. We got Egg Rack Crypto, and you wonder why I'm so bullish. UK approves tokenization of investment funds. We got one from Pano. SafeKey is a must for every crypto investor and user. SafeKey having a Black Friday sale. Enjoy 20% off on our SafeKey web shop. Use promo code Black Friday 20, the most safe and secure universal second factor U2F solution on the market. And we got cryptos. XRP daily close above the white diagonal, but below the blue resistance, 62 cents is our level to watch. And we got digital perspectives. A reminder from the 43rd U.S. Treasurer and Ripple Advisor. There's a much bigger picture than just crypto unfolding right before your eyes if you dare to see it. And those who have eyes on the prize are loading up on the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes. Rosie Rios, anybody?
The next gen $100 note is the last denomination of that particular family of notes. We're working on the future generation of currency. So that is my other job.
I'm Rosie Rios, former Treasurer of the United States and current board member of Ripple.
Used to sign dollars. Now she's over at the Ripple board, ready to set the XRP ledger on fire. What will those bags be when Rosie Rios finally flips the switch and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Later, glitches. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by for this Black Friday, smashing them likeys for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish, continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up those bags, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button. From the top ropes, we'll catch you up here, top floor on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Bring your own bags, be your own bank. Enjoy your HODL day. It's happy Black Friday. Enjoy all the specials out there. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
Later, glitches.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to the show. I told you so. I told you so. Driving Lambos. We're gonna take a trip to Fiji. All the laborers. I
back now. Crypto be our passion, cause what you focus on, you attract like a magnet. Got diamond hands, we